Now at 6, Cherokee County Sheriff David Groves announces he's leaving the position. Plus, farmers in the 4 states await the passage of the latest version of the Farm Bill, and the city of Miami holds a groundbreaking ceremony for the brand new airport terminal.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Cherokee County Sheriff David Groves announces he's leaving the office after 15 years. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. Groves has spent the last 25 years in law enforcement. In addition to 15 years as sheriff, he had multiple terms as chairman of the Tri-State Major Case Squad, was president of the Kansas Sheriff's Association, and was even named Kansas Sheriff of the Year in 2019. In a statement, Groves says he plans to pursue professional opportunities outside of law enforcement and will leave the position once Governor Laura Kelly appoints his replacement. You can read the sheriff's full statement on our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. As local farmers prepare for their busiest time of year, they're waiting for the next farm bill to be finalized. U.S. House Agriculture Chairman Glenn Thompson expects to reveal the legislation within the next month. KOAM's Fernanda Silva spoke to Kansas Senator Jerry Moran and to a local farmer to hear their perspectives on the bill.
It's weighing on us all. We're all scratching our heads where this is going to go.
The reason for the Kinston farmer Jeff Clark's concern is the rise in operating costs.
Fertilizer, all inputs have gone up, just like everybody sees at the grocery store and the gas station. It affects us the same way.
The rise in prices is also one of the things Kansas Senator Jerry Moran hopes to see addressed in the new farm bill.
From my perspective, the number one thing we have to take into account is the increasing input costs. So there's a safety net that's designed to try to help farmers when they aren't breaking even. And if you're using old price data on what fertilizer used to cost or what natural gas used to cost, that safety net isn't sufficient to take care of the problems that farmers face today.
Currently, nutrition programs account for about 3/4 of the $428 billion projected total cost of the 2018 Farm Act. Crop insurance, conservation, and commodities represent nearly all the rest. That's according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
If the safety net is not in place and if there's not crop insurance to take care of the circumstances when drought, hail, floods, freeze, all the things that can go wrong, if that's not taken care of by crop insurance, something that the farmer buys, but the federal USDA subsidizes, makes it affordable, if that's not available, then no young farmer is going to be able to go to the bank and borrow any money to do farming operations.
Agriculture is the largest economy driver in Kansas, with a total contribution of $81 billion to the Kansas economy, according to the Kansas Department of Agriculture. Clark says he pretty much doesn't count on governmental help to run his farms.
We've kind of been on our own in the last few years. All subsidies have faded away, which that's fine with us. We'd rather farm without them.
But if extra support is offered, he might take it.
It's hard to turn down money if they want to assist, but the current state, they have not been helping.
Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
The Farm Bill is renewed every 5 years. The current one is valid until September. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy for a first look at the weather.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a fairly nice Friday for us today. Cooler than what we have seen over the past several days, but still overall not bad. Lower 60s is where we sit right now. 63 in Joplin, 62 in Pittsburgh. A little bit warmer. Parsons, Chanute, Neodesha, Independence sitting into the mid 60s. And it looks like as we go through the overnight hours tonight, kind of chilly. We're going to drop back near 40. We still have kind of a breezy northeasterly wind, which will slowly calm down as we go through the next several hours. But it looks good outside. We have pretty much clear skies. We do have a weak wave, which is going to rotate in, give us some clouds and a couple random showers as we go into the daytime hours for us tomorrow. But overall, it looks pretty good. All right, 60s, 50s, eventually near 40. Later on tonight, we're going to look at your weekend forecast here in just a bit.
Catch you then. The Carthage R9 School District today unveiled the name of the new Tigers baseball stadium. The McCune-Brooks Regional Hospital Trust Baseball Complex name comes from the 3 sponsorships that made the new stadium possible. Tigers baseball coach says that new stadium is going to be a welcome change.
One, just to make that announcement, but for us, like, as far as the field goes, being on campus is huge. You know, we're talking about 30 minutes of practice time every day we lose, getting the kids to Carl Luton. We love it out there. The city's done great things for us out there, but just being close is going to be a big deal for us.
The ceremony included a check presentation from the sponsor organizations. The new stadium is at 1100 East Airport Drive in Carthage. Miami, Oklahoma held a ceremonial groundbreaking event today for the city's new airport terminal. The new terminal is going to replace the old one built way back in the 1970s. Funding for the project came from unanimous city council approval, a dollar-for-dollar match grant from the Oklahoma Department of Aerospace and Aeronautics, and 2 Federal Aviation Administration grant sources.
The city of Miami has needed this upgrade for a very long time. You know, growing communities like Miami need to make sure that we're investing in our airport facilities. So this is going to be a brand new terminal, which again is a brand new front door for the city of Miami.
That new terminal is expected to be completed in 2025. A rivalry renewed on the softball diamond today. John Dales has details from the Baxter Springs Independence matchup later in sports. But first, some Pittsburgh fourth graders learn about Native American history with help from a bookstore and a mural.
Johnson Floor and House in Joplin.
Teachers from St. Mary's, St. Peter's, and McCauley schools, all in Joplin, welcomed an Emporia, Kansas dyslexia expert for a full day of training for the staff. It's the first of 5 training sessions for the Joplin teachers. The training is specifically geared to provide tools to assist dyslexic students and help them thrive in school.
People think like, oh, this letter's backwards, or, you know, you can wear special glasses. So dyslexia is actually a language-based learning difference, and it's based on your brain. So dyslexic kiddos, dyslexic individuals, their brain is wired differently. They don't process the sounds of English.
1 in 5 students are dyslexic, and up to 20% of the population has dyslexic tendencies. Pittsburgh Bookstore is helping elementary school students learn more about Native American history. KOAM Samantha Walker learns how students are learning through books and art.
As Darcy Schultz welcomes Pittsburgh fourth graders to her store, Books and Burrow, she's doing more than just saying hello. She is sharing a part of her culture. Pittsburgh elementary students met with Schultz to learn about local Native American history and culture, some of which is depicted in a mural outside her store.
Just to start with me sharing my story, you know, and then hopefully, like Maggie said, it might inspire somebody else to research their own family history and their culture.
Pittsburgh high school students worked with Schultz to organize the event, and they even created worksheets to help the younger students learn.
It was really exciting getting to see like kind of a younger version of, you know, what you'd imagine yourself like a few years ago, getting to experience something that you didn't.
I feel like I accomplished something, and you know, just helped kids in the community.
Schultz shared with students what Native American symbolism and history could be found in the large mural. The students also learned some words and phrases in Pewalia, a Peoria language. Schultz says hearing students engage with her culture in such a way was emotional.
When I was we were kind of going back and forth with the language, I had to really try to not cry, honestly, because it's just I think just so special.
The students will also receive a book to keep that tells the story of a young girl embracing her Native American heritage. Reporting in Pittsburgh, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
The owners of Books and Burrows says they hope to hold similar events in coming years for future students to continue learning Indigenous history. A little bit later, college softball season starting to wind down. John Dales has details from a pair of double headers coming up in sports.
Plus, it's going to be a little bit on the chilly side as we head into the weekend. Those details coming up next.
Friday, June 14th. Laugh it up with
Not a bad Friday for us today. Definitely cooler than what we have seen over the past several days, but overall it turned out to be an okay day across the region. Looking outside right now, we are seeing a nice shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex tower cam. A few mid and upper level clouds, but overall it looks pretty good. A little windy. It's been breezy throughout the daytime hours for us today. Temperature is pretty good. We're sitting mainly into lower 60s. We do have some mid 60s once you get out into the western half of the viewing area, but overall pretty nice evening. 7th and range line packed, 63 north winds at about 10 to 15, but we've had gusts higher than that, kind of in that 25 to 30 mile per hour range. We're going to slide back through the 60s, 50s, near 40 later on tonight, so it is going to be kind of chilly across the region. Let's go outside. We do have some clouds kind of skirting through. These clouds are actually going to thicken up a bit as we go through the overnight hours tonight. We have our next little wave kind of building out across parts of Nebraska into the Rockies, and then the upper level storm is out toward Las Vegas. Very weak. It doesn't have a lot of moisture to work with, but it will give us clouds, and it will give us a random shower or two as we go through the daytime hours tomorrow. But you can see most of this energy kind of shoots to our south, so you can see a couple little showers. So here's tomorrow morning, but showers and thunderstorms stay across Texas, Arkansas. Another little batch kind of shoots to our south tomorrow night, and then this whole system passes on by as we get into Sunday. So we're not going to see much in the way of rainfall out of this system. Closer look for you. Look at our temps tonight. Near 40, we're going to stay above that frost level. As we go into tomorrow morning, you can actually see some clouds and a few little tiny random showers popping up. Again, most of you will end up staying dry. Random shower through the afternoon, kind of chilly, high temps 59, 60 degrees. Clouds hold tight tomorrow night. We drop back upper 30s to near 40, again above that frost level. And then on Sunday, we get some sunshine to return as we go into lower 60s by the time Sunday rolls around. So a breakdown of your weekend: 60 tomorrow, random showers, 62, partly sunny skies on your Sunday. Let's go down the road. We got some showers back in, a few thunderstorms on Tuesday, most likely not severe. Another system moves in late Thursday into Friday. We are going to have at least a low severe threat with that one. Then we warm up, mid 80s as we head into next weekend. Bigger, stronger storm system moves in next weekend. That will give us a better shot to get some severe weather into the region. But on Tuesday with these showers, I don't expect them to be severe. Wednesday looks good. And then Thursday, here we go again, showers and thunderstorms by the evening hours, and then kind of plowing through as we go through Thursday night and into Friday morning. All right, 60 tomorrow, 62 on Sunday, 70 on Monday, 71 on Tuesday with those scattered showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday looks good, and then thunderstorms increasing again with the temperatures late next week.
Bit of everything over the next week and a half.
Yeah, kind of all over the place.
Yeah, volatility of spring. Still ahead, Missouri Southern Baseball begins its final homestand at Joe Becker Stadium. And Baxter Springs and Independent Softball meet for the second time this season. John Dale says those stories and more coming up next.
99 Sonic.
A month ago today, Independence High School began its 2024 softball season with an 18-3 victory at home over Baxter Springs. This afternoon, the Lady Lions get a shot at redemption playing the Bulldogs at home. Independence softball on the road facing Baxter Springs for the second time this year. Bulldogs get things started right away. First batter of the game, Jaden Price hits this to the fence in right center. She slides into second with a double. Next batter, Hunter Weinbrenner hits it over the right fielder's head. Price is going to come in to score, and Weinbrenner hustles into third with an RBI triple. Bulldogs not done in the first. 2 runners on. Caitlin Felton sends a line drive into left field. 2 more runs score. Independence puts 7 on the scoreboard in the top of the first. Bottom of the inning now. Felton in the circle for the Bulldogs. Line drive goes right back to her. She makes a nice catch. Now the bats were quiet on both sides. The rest of the way, no runs crossed the plate beyond the top of the first. Independence shuts out Baxter Springs 7-0. And we're coming down the stretch of the Division II college softball season. Missouri Southern and Pittsburgh State both on the road for MIAA doubleheaders this afternoon. The Gorillas enter today with a mind-boggling 42-4 record. We'll start with Pitt State in its doubleheader against Northwest Missouri. PSU wins game 1 3-0, but the Gorillas shockingly lose game 2 5-0. Now this is Pitt State's first loss to an unranked opponent since, get this, February 23rd. Jenny Fuller's group has another road doubleheader tomorrow afternoon against Missouri Western. Missouri Southern softball in St. Joseph today for a doubleheader against the Griffins. Lions lose game 1 7-5. Second game not finished yet, but they're in the final inning, and Southern holds a 4-1 lead. The Lions and Gorillas swap opponents tomorrow, so MSSU will play a doubleheader against Northwest Missouri. College baseball also quickly approaching the playoffs. Pittsburgh State on the road for the final time in the regular season this weekend. Conversely, Missouri Southern has its final homestand over the next 3 days. Now we'll start with the Gorillas. They win 13-3 at Newman this afternoon. Austin Warkins and Dagan Brady combined for 7 runs batted in. Brady goes 3 for 4 at the plate, which includes a home run. Tanner Leslie gets the win on the mound. He pitches 5 innings, striking out 2 and allowing 3 earned runs. 8th-ranked Missouri Southern baseball plays in Joplin today, but at a neutral site. Lions host Missouri Western at Joe Becker Field. It's their only game there this year. This is the final home series in the regular season for Southern. Brock Baldridge will have the highlights from this one later tonight at 9 and 10. Elsewhere on Missouri Southern's campus, more accolades for the men's golf team today. Mike Wheeler, the head coach for Missouri Southern, is named the MIAA Coach of the Year.
Wow, congratulations to Coach Wheeler. We'll be right back.
Clinic has been serving the.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. A murder mystery event in Neosho, Missouri helps provide scholarships to Crowder College students. Plus, how 3D printed parts are revolutionizing Formula One racing. And with Earth Day on Monday, we're going to look at some toys themed around the planet. Those stories, a lot more, it's all coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. A historic motel in Carthage just received some high praise. Carthage Historic Preservation Phelps House awarded the Boots Court Motel with this year's Golden Hammer Award for commercial preservation. The award is given annually to individuals or groups who rescue historic Carthage structures. The 85-year-old Boots Motel remains one of the oldest operating motels along the iconic Route 66. Beautiful structure with that green neon. A lot of celebrities, including Clark Gable, supposedly stayed there over the years. It's nice to have in Carthage.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's going to be chilly this weekend.
It is. We're going to drop back to about 40 later on tonight. A lot of clouds tomorrow, a random shower. Most of you will stay dry. High temp is 60, 62 on Sunday, back to 70 on Monday.
Final sports notes.
By the end of the night, the Oklahoma City Thunder will find out their first round playoff opponent, the play-in game tonight between the Kings and the Pelicans.
Looking forward to that. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.
Closed captioning on